Are you looking for answers or guidance? Join us on Across the Veil, and let our psychics help guide you. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoy the show.
Hi everyone, welcome to Across the Veil. I'm your host, the Psychic Cat, and on tonight's show we have Psychic John. How you doing?
Hi Kat, how are you? I'm doing all right, thank you.
That's good. I'm good too, thank you. So, you had a busy week since we saw you last.
Yeah, it's been busy here. New York is getting
Yeah.
ready for another lockdown with COVID, so
Oh no.
it's what it is. Yeah.
Oh gee. Shocking. Now you are doing one free, one card, one question free readings tonight,
Mm-hmm.
and more in-depth reading, three questions, or a more in-depth reading is $20. And hello to got Deborah Freeman. Hello, how are you? And hi to Terry Nolan. How you doing?
Hi Terry.
Deborah Freeman would like a question, please. Deborah, what would you like to focus on, or would you like a general reading, just a mini reading? Just let us know in the comments, Deborah, what you'd like the question based on. But anyone else would like a more in-depth reading, that are $20. We can also get you in the studio. Let us know in the comments. We can also do that for next week. So we'll just wait for Deborah, and we'll see what she says. But thanks everyone for tuning in to Across the Veil TV. Will she get a job? Will Deborah get a job?
Okay. Thank you, Deborah. It's a rough time right now with COVID. Jobs are very scarce now, whatever industry that you're in. But my recommendation is, I think you're going to get a job, but I don't think it's going to be the first part of the year. I'm not sure where you're located, but here in the States, it's obviously winter time, and COVID is really spiked. So I think once the spring starts coming and this starts dying down, I think a lot of jobs are going to open. But in the meantime, what I would recommend is, because I used to work in an HR department, what I would suggest is make sure your resume is all set and updated. Make sure you have spell check. Make sure there's not one spelling mistake. And what I would also suggest is getting on all the different job sites, LinkedIn, Career Builder, Indeed, all of those. Australia. Okay, so it's your summertime now. Okay, so I'm not sure how bad COVID is there, but definitely get on all those different job sites. And when you start applying to these jobs, make sure that you do it during business hours, 9 to 5 or whatever it is, 8 to 4. Do not do it after hours or on a weekend, because what happens is your resume will come in and it will just get lost when it's after hours. So I always suggest it'll pop up during normal business hours. So that's my suggestion. So I definitely see you getting a position. I just think you need to be patient. And it's unfortunate, but this is the world we live in right now with COVID. So I hope that helps you. And good luck to you, Deborah. Okay, so as Kat mentioned, I'll be doing one free question tonight. If anybody would, hi Terry, yes, please. What would you like me to answer? While Terry is putting up her question, so I'm doing. Hey Kylie, well, we will do one free question tonight. If anybody would like a more in-depth reading, it's $20. And if you'd like to get into the studio for next week's show, please go to the website and you can fill out an application, and we'll bring you in right on the studio. So yeah, and in between the readings, I'll be talking about a couple of topics that I think are really interesting to everyone. Is the different clairs. We all have different clairs, as we all have that sixth sense, and we all have the psychic abilities, and we all have different clairs. And I'll just explain briefly what each clair is and how mediums use these clairs when they're receiving messages from loved ones. Hello, Virginia. Welcome. So just waiting for a question from, I think it was Deborah, and Terry, I'm sorry. So Terry, what is your question that you'd like me to focus on? So we'll just wait on Terry to come in with her question. And if anybody else would like a question, please put it in the comments, and I will be happy to answer. We'll just wait for Terry. So while I'm waiting for Terry, I want to talk about the different clairs. So there are so many. There's 5 main clairs, and all of us have them. It's just how much that we use them. One of them is called clairaudient. Clairaudient is the ability to hear spirit. It's not actually physically in your ear how we hear each other. It's actually, you're actually hearing the voice of spirit in your head. And as your clair develops, you will start hearing the actual spirit's voice talking. And then sometimes you will just hear your own voice. And that's how messages will come in. You'll actually hear them in your head. Lots of different psychics and mediums rely on clairaudient. Some do not. Everyone's different. Everyone's clairs are developed at different times. But general, a seasoned medium and more experienced medium will rely on all their clairs to deliver messages. The next one is the clairvoyance, and clairvoyance is the ability to see spirit. And again, it's not physically seeing with your own eyes. That's a really more developed medium will see physical spirit, and it does happen. But when you're first starting out, most of the time you will just see them in your head, and they will appear to you. They could appear to you as just a energy. They can appear to you as a shadow or as an outline. So each time is different. When I do readings, I rely on my clairaudient and my clairvoyance. I hear them in my head and I see them in my head. Sometimes when I first start a reading, they will come in at a certain age that they want the sitter to see. So they may come in when they're a child or in their 20s or whatever it may be, and at a specific time that will relate to the sitter. It could be a memory that they share together, and it may be a good time or a bad time. So it just depends what that sitter's going, but spirit will know what to bring and what that sitter will receive. And the clairvoyance is really it's really exceptional sometimes, especially when you're really fully developed with your clairs and you actually start seeing spirit. Just out of the blue, you might just be sitting watching TV or driving a car, and you will just see spirit. And it's pretty amazing when you do it. And sometimes it's so quickly that you can miss it. But they are there. They are everywhere. We just can't see them, the everyday person, because our vibration, it is on a really low level here on the earth plane, and spirit is on a very high frequency. So what it takes is us raising our vibration and meeting spirit halfway. They have to lower their vibration for us to hear them. So it's and the higher our vibration is, the better the messages will be and the clearer the messages will be. Sometimes when I do readings, spirit will be very far away from me and it's very hard to hear what they're saying. It could be like on a really low pitch or really low tone, sort of like when you're watching TV and you have the volume on like 1 or 2. It's very hard to hear. And then sometimes it could just be the spirit is they're sometimes they will show their personality that they had in the physical world. So if they were a shy person, if they were a quiet person, they will show that personality, and they may be shy to come in, or they may be embarrassed of a situation. But sometimes what I will do is I will ask them if they can just step closer to me so that I can hear them or I can see them. Because if they're far away, it's just like here on the earth plane. If someone is a block away from you, it's going to really be hard for you to see if you know that person. Well, it's the same thing with spirit. So they operate similar to the way we do here. They just they make their own reality, and they can appear however they want. They can appear young, they can appear old, however they want. Before I continue, so as I said, we'll do one free question here tonight, and if anyone would like an in-depth reading, it's $20, and I will answer whatever you need me to answer for loved ones. And if you would like to come into the studio, please go to the website and fill out an application, and we'll bring you into the studio for the next show, which is next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, the next clair is called claircognizant, and claircognizant is the knowing. It's this is a very popular clair that a lot of us have on our everyday life. Sure, Terry, you'll do a free one. Sure. What is your question, Terry? So the clear knowing. So it's the knowing of something. So it just feels like you just know someone's name, or you just know what they're thinking, or it's just something that clicks. Kylie, you've shared this live to over 9 groups for you. Kylie, you're the best. Kylie and I are really good friends, and I appreciate that. Thank you. A general reading is fine. Okay. So, Terry, I think there is I have a female energy here. She may be your grandmother. I think it might be on your mom's side because she's on the left, and she's appearing to me on a farm. I see a farm. I see horses and cows and all different animals, and she's appearing to me in one of those big house dresses with the big pockets, and she has an apron on. She has really big glasses. I'm getting the letter R, and um, she has a book. She's holding a book, so I'm thinking she was an avid reader. At one point, she might have wanted to write a book, but she's kind of showing me. She's kind of showing me you helping out on a farm. Does that resonate with you? Showing you how to milk the cows or feed the animals. And it's kind of relating to your current situation. I think she's telling me that you have a current relationship that is either happening or had just ended, and there's a communication problem, and there was a trust and honesty problem. But she wants you to know that to trust your intuition, because your intuition is not going to fail you. Would that resonate with you? It doesn't. Okay, sorry. I feel that someone that is trying to come on, that message beat might be for them. But I am sorry about that, Terry. It does happen. But if anyone would like a message to please come in to come on, and I will do one free question. So just getting back to the clear knowing. The clear knowing is the ability to know things. It's about a person, and we can really pick up what a person is feeling a lot. When I sit down with a sitter to do a reading, the last part, yes, about the relationship. Okay, Okay. And the person that came in, or the energy that came in, you may not even know this person. It could be an ancestor of yours that you don't know anything about. It could be a great grandmother, a great great grandmother. So I definitely feel it was somebody connected to you. But as far as that relationship, this energy was telling me about to trust your intuition. But it is possible. It's possible for someone that you work with. Okay, sure. Well, if that's the case, please relay the message. Thank you. So what I was saying is the clear knowing. So sometimes when you meet a person, hi Renee, good to see you. When you meet a person, sometimes when I sit down with a sitter, I immediately can feel what they're feeling. Are they happy? Are they sad? Did they just lose someone? Did someone just pass? Did they lose their job, or are they getting a divorce? Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. So, what is that person feeling? And lots of times with us, especially the type of job we do, especially someone that deals with clients or someone that deals with a customer service type job, or um, with somebody that works in a hotel and checks people in, and you could just totally tell when someone's having a bad day, and you pick that up, and that's a clear knowing. That's a clear cognizant that we use on a daily basis without knowing, and it's also that clear knowing that something doesn't feel right. It's that, and we call it that gut feeling. You can be walking down the street and you just feel that something is not right. Well, that's your higher self telling you that something is not right, and that's the clear knowing, and you are going to change your direction. You're going to go onto a street that's more busy. um, so that's the clear knowing, and we use that more on a daily basis. Okay, so the next one is the clairsentient, and that's the clear feeling. And lots of mediums use this, including myself. It's the feeling of spirit around us, and that can happen also to us also on a daily basis. For example, lots of times you can just walk into a room and feel the temperature drop. Well, that could be spirit there because they change temperature with their energy. Or the feeling, we have that ringing in the ears a lot when we have that little term, someone's talking about you. Well, it is spirit that is trying to contact you and trying to connect with you. And you're not hearing them because of the frequency. You're on a lower vibration and they're on a higher vibration. And it's the feeling. Sometimes you may just feel a presence around you. And it's just like a warm feeling. You can feel the energy. You can feel you're not frightened. So there's different feelings that go into the clear sentient. And mediums use all the different clairs, and some mediums are more developed in certain ones, and some are not. Um, I use a lot of them, actually most of them, when I'm doing readings, and it just helps with the sitter. It will just help that feeling of how the sitter is feeling, and then when the energy is coming in, how they're feeling. So it's really interesting with clairs, and lots of times you will see a lot of. Hi, Kylie Banks. Do you think that some people can have a lot more clairs than others, or probably possibly have all of them? Absolutely. We all have these clairs. It's just some of them are not developed. The everyday person who does not connect with spirit has all these clairs. The most popular one for the everyday person is the clear feeling of something. But yes, absolutely. There are some people who are just strictly clairaudient or clairvoyant, and that's all they do. They hear or they see spirit in their head. But yes, absolutely, some people can have all of them developed. The more experienced mediums will, and it's really interesting when you just different people have different skills, and it doesn't make them a bad medium, or it doesn't make them a bad person not bad person, but a bad messages coming in or not clear messages. It's just they're receiving it different than the next person. I can be receiving it as clairaudient. The next person might just know that something is there, that a spirit is there, male energy has come in, or they're coming in with love, or they're coming in with sadness. So it's really different for each person. But yeah, absolutely. And there are so many different exercises that you can do to sharpen your clairs. There's different psychic exercises that you can do. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar. We see this a lot in various groups or just in different books. What's in the box? You look at a box and you try to guess what's in the box. And you're using your clairs to try to feel what's in that box. You're trying to put yourself in that box. What are you seeing? What are you feeling? What shape is it? What color is it? What's the texture? So those psychic exercises are really good for raising your vibration. The more you do and the more you practice, the better you will be. And you're not going to always get them. Sometimes you'll be totally off, and then there'll be some times that you're completely right. And it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong, because sometimes you may just get the shape. Kylie Banks, what signs do I get when I know spirit is around? Well, the first sign I get is I always feel spirit around me. Picture circling. They kind of circle around me, more like I'm a beacon, and I can feel them around. And it's actually the clear feeling. It's clear sentient that I feel them around, and that happens quite often. But I've made there's boundaries that I've put with spirit because they will come in 24/7. So I've made the boundaries where when I'm at work or when I'm driving, please do not come in, because it's very distracting. But there will be lots of times where I'm just sitting, watching TV or whatever it might be, and I will feel them around. And it could just be that a reading is coming up in the next hour or two, and they're excited because just as much as a sitter is excited to receive messages, spirit is really excited to give them. So I will start feeling them. And lots of times I will start hearing or I will start seeing in my head. When I sit down to a reading, I will see what that person is coming in as. And then I will hear what they are saying. They will tell me, "Oh, remember that time when you were a kid and I bought you ice cream?" And I'll convey that to the sitter, and then the sitter would validate that. And then that's how I can just build on that. And so I use all of my clairs when it comes to a reading. But when I'm not doing a reading or I'm not thinking of spirit, it's just more of the clear feeling. I feel them around me quite often. Um, it's not 24/7, but it's a lot. It's quite often. It's just more feeling the presence. I can tell if it's a male or female. It's the clear feeling. Sometimes I will see flashes of light. If it's night and it's dark, I will just see energy from the corner of my eye. So it's different for every person, but that's how I see them, and the next person will see it differently. So I hope that that answers your question, Kylie. So I am answering. I'm answering one question. If anyone has, please put it up on your comments. And Alexis Hughes Mann, you want a free reading? Okay, Alexis, what would you like me to focus on? What would be your question that you would like to know? Is it about your current? Is it a psychic question? Is it about your current everyday life, or would you like me to ask spirit? Is there a loved one that you would like an answer from? So we'll wait for you to put up that question, and I'd be happy to answer it. And that's another thing. You may see me drink a lot of water, and you may see a lot of people do that when you're okay. Alexis Hughes Mayan, your health is deteriorating. I am really sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry. So what the first thing I'm kind of feeling is something in my chest. So I'm not sure if you have a heart condition. I'm kind of feeling that it's something to do with the heart, but I'm also feeling fatigue. I'm feeling very tired. So I don't want to get too personal, but that's what I'm kind of feeling is something to do with the heart, or that you were just diagnosed with something to do with the heart. Could it be circulation? Could it be your arteries are clogged, or something to do with blood flow? It could be. But I'm also feeling some other type of illness that's taken over, that you might have been diagnosed with a couple of months ago, and it's really starting to act up. So if you can validate that, please let me know. But Spirit is saying that that they have your back, and they will. Crohn's disease, intestinal pain. Okay, I felt I felt there was something with the heart, but I also felt it was some type of illness. So that's an autoimmune, and I'm assuming that you've been to various doctors and all, but the Spirit is saying that they want you to try to be as positive as best as you can, because the more negative you are, the quicker your disease is going to act up. And when we try to, as humans, we always think the worst. We always think the worst possible scenario. So what they're saying to me is for you to do some meditation, to really ease your mind, whatever you like. It could be, there's so many on YouTube. It could just be sounds. It could be a guided meditation, just how to relax, to ease your mind. That's what they're saying that you need to do, as best as you can, because your anxiety level, and your depression are really high right now, and stress will do that. Stress will accelerate a disease. So I hope that answers your question. And I really do. My heart goes out to you, and I hope that you are as comfortable as you are, and just follow up with your doctors and do what you have to do, but try to stay positive. And I know it's very easy for me to say, but Spirit is actually saying it too. And talk to them. Talk to any loved ones that have passed. They will be able to help you and give you the guidance, how to be positive. There are some great meditation about positive vibes, so I would look into that. Anybody else with a question? I'm going to do one free question. If anyone would like a more in-depth reading, they're $20. And if you would like to come into the studio next week, please go to Alexis Hughes Mayan. And yes, thank you. You're welcome. And best of luck to you. And try to stay as positive as you can. And if you'd like to come into the studio for my next show next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, please go to the website, and there's an application, and you can come on to the show. We'll bring you right into the studio. What I was saying about drinking water, lots of times when I'm working with Spirit, they will drain my energy, and they actually dehydrate you. So Kylie Banks, do I use cards at all, or just my intuition? I do not use cards at all. When I first discovered that I had these abilities, I was just drawn to mediumship, so I always use my intuition. I use my intuition quite often in my everyday life, and as a medium as well. When I sit down to do a reading, I use my intuition and pick up what the sitter, like I said, what the sitter feels, and that's how I know to base the reading around. And then I can use my intuition of what spirit is coming in with. Are they sad? Are they happy? Are they showing a sad time, a happy time? Are they showing me when they pass? Are they showing me when they were diagnosed with something? So intuition is really important for anybody who works with spirit, whether it's a medium or tarot cards or oracle, whatever it is. Intuition is really, really big. And as humans, as our everyday life, the intuition, the gut feeling, it will never, ever fail you. 100% will always stick by you. And for those of you who don't know, our intuition is our higher self. That is our soul who is telling our brain what the right decision is. What is our intuition if something doesn't feel right? Or to make the right decision. Is this the right job for me? Is this the right person that I want to marry? Is this sickness that I have? Is it life threatening or is it not? All these different intuitions that we use on a daily basis in work, on our everyday jobs, whatever you do for a living. It's do you know what the right decision is when Virginia, you would like to do 3 cards, so would you like to do a paid reading, Virginia? Is that what you'd like to do this evening? Please let us know. So that's the intuition is really, really important as humans because it will guide you to the right way. And if you go against your intuition, you will see. There's lots of times we've all said, and myself included, "Oh, I should have done that." You will end up at that right point on your path that you were supposed to. Okay, perfect. So Virginia would like to, Virginia would like to do a paid reading. Well, my PayPal is just put up right there. So if you can just go to my PayPal for the $20, that'd be great.
Okay, the link's in the comments. I'll pin it so it's easier to find. Just give me a moment.
So while we wait, so yeah, and intuition is really big. Always go with your intuition; it will never fail you, and that's with anything. With anything that you choose. If you've met someone, are they the right person? You know right away. Your intuition will tell you, oh, this person is definitely the one I can picture myself with, or whatever it might be. So always go with that. It's really, really important. So if anybody has any questions about what I talked about with the different clairs, I'm happy to answer them as well. While we wait for Virginia to come on with her questions for a reading, if anybody else would like a free question, please put up your comments and I'd be happy to answer them. Okay. So like I was saying, clairs are really, really important, especially working with spirit. We rely on them so much, and we just without even thinking about it, it's just a natural thing without different clairs. So, oh, hey, Kat.
So Virginia, the link's pinned in the comments. Just need to click on that PayPal link, and you'll be able to pay for your reading. So we'll just wait for Virginia to do that, and then you can yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So there's a lot of great links on the internet about clairs. You can read up on them. They will give you different examples, and it's really interesting when you talk about it, and when you read about it. It's really, really interesting, and I recommend that everyone does it because it's an interesting topic. Okay, we're all set, Kat. So Virginia, so for your reading, what would you like me to focus on? Um, so please let me know, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions that you have. So we'll just wait for Virginia to come on with her question or questions. Okay, and if anybody else, while we're waiting, okay. So family and finances, okay. Well, the first thing I'm seeing with family, I think there is some type of disagreement that's going on with your family. More of some type of support. I feel there was some type of event or some type of something that transpired that came up that you want to do, but you're not being supported by your family. Is that can you verify that? Is that the case? That that you're not being supported, and your family and you are have these disagreements, and it's come to where either you're not speaking or there's just a lot of tension, and it's become toxic at some point. So I'll just wait for your answer on that. Um, and as far as finances, I feel there was a job loss at some point, and I'm not sure if you're in the process of looking for a new position, or you just received tension and toxic. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. I do have a male energy here, Virginia. That's kind of showing me. It's kind of showing me a clock. It's one of those old school clocks with the Roman numerals on it, and it's one of those big clocks. It's like those grandfather clocks, the one that um, the time it sways back and forth, and you hear the ticking, and it rings on every hour. Um, but I'm sure I see the tick the thing that moves back and forth. It's going really really fast, and that's kind of showing me that time's running out for you and your family to work out this disagreement, because the stress and the tension, um, and now that it's become toxic, is really taking over you, and eventually it's going to affect your health. Stress does wonders to the body. It's just completely amazing what it does, and there's going to be something that there's going to be a point where you're going to stop speaking, and down the road you're going to really regret this. So whoever it's with, but I feel it's with your immediate family, and um, whether it's parents or siblings, and I think the decisions this, I think both sides are really stubborn, and I think both sides won't give in. But I think you need to look at the long term, because losing your family at this point is something that you probably want, but down the road it's going to really affect you as you get older. So look at the long term effects of what's going to happen. And spirit is telling me that this is going to be resolved. This male energy who's showing me this grandfather clock, I believe is a grandfather. He's wearing a suit and a hat, and I believe he was in the military, because I'm seeing he's wearing a suit, but I'm also seeing a military uniform, if that's something that you can confirm. I believe this man was someone that you knew, was someone that was was kind of a role model for you, and he's really upset of what's going on. It's really upsetting him, and he's telling you to stop this. Um, Tell my daughter to stop this also. So I'm assuming that this might be your mom's dad, but he keeps saying stop. This has to stop. And he is saying that if he was here, he would have put an end to this already. So he really wants you to stop this. So if that resonates with you, please let me know. And then going back to finances, and I think it might be tied into what's going on as well with your family. There's some type of money thing that happened. I don't know if someone borrowed money or it's something to do with money. And there's some connection with a job loss. I think the bills were piling up, and I don't know if someone borrowed money and it became really uncomfortable, and it just turned into and blew up into this whole big mess. So I think both things are kind of connected. But I think if it was a job loss and you are out of work, like I told the previous caller, I feel that jobs. You're thinking it's your mom's dad. Okay. Um, he keeps saying stop. He's really just really upset. Um, and I think this whole finance thing is connected to what's going on. Would that make sense to you? But he's also showing me now as I'm talking to you, I'm seeing the clock slow down, and I think what it is I think you're realizing that that your grandfather is upset, and I think that's upsetting you, uh, and 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 it's really hurt, upsetting. It's really breaking your heart that he's upset, and I believe he's right near you at this point. You may feel some type of warmth on your left side, down your arm. You might feel some type of chill or some type of tingling. That's him with his arm around you, sort of like he's got his arm around you from your back, from around your waist. He's holding your shoulder, um, and I think he wants you to know that it's going to be okay. And he supports you, and he's guiding you, and he is going to help you fix this situation because he doesn't want to see this anymore. He's really worried about you. He knows you're not sleeping. He knows that you're really anxious, and he just doesn't want to see this take over you. So if that makes sense to you, feeling that he's there, he is, and I feel he's a really old school type grandfather, perfect gentleman, very distinguished looking, uh, really just a really perfect guy, really sweet, um, treats women like gold, opens the door for them, pulls out a chair, opens the car door. Um, so I think that's what he's trying to tell you. Is his message, and I believe that's his message for your mom as well. Because I'm picking up now that if this is going on with your mom, it started with your mom, but now it's affected other parts of your family, whether it's siblings or other people that are cousins or some other people are involved now. But I think your mom and you are the ones that butted heads to start with, and it's just kind of spread like fire. Now it's just affecting everyone else, and living there is just a nightmare right now. Your stomach turns. Um, so I think that you need to just listen to your grandfather and talk to him because he's saying that he wants you to talk to him. Even if you're not going to hear him, he hears you and he will help you. He is going to guide you to the right decisions. Uh, so would that make sense to you? If you can let me know everything I've said, does that all kind of tie in? I'm anxious to know if that makes any sense. The clock that I mentioned, that grandfather clock, is now ticking normally. And I heard it go off, like when it goes on the hour. it rings, and that's kind of symbolizing to me that it's a new hour, it's a new time, and it's making sense. Okay, Virginia, it's a new time, and it's going to be a new atmosphere in your house, um, if both sides stop being stubborn and trying to annoy each other on purpose. Um, so I think that's what you can take with you, from this reading, from your grandfather, because he truly loves you. Um, and not just because of this instant, because we're doing the reading. I feel he's been with you throughout your whole life. Feeling he might have passed when you were younger, teens. I'm not 100% sure when he passed, but this man adores you. Um, he really does. And he is still there with you. He still has his arm around you. So you probably will feel him right now. He's not going anywhere. He keeps saying to me, "No, I'm good here. I'm good. I'm good." He keeps saying, "I'm good." He's not saying stop anymore. I'm good. He's really really happy now. His attitude has completely changed from when he first came in, being really upset, really frustrated, um, to now he's being a grandfather to you. He's embracing you. So please take that with you and resolve this situation, because like I said earlier, if you and your mom butt heads and stop talking down the road, you will really regret this. You don't want to miss out on time with her, because obviously our parents are all of us are not here forever. You want to really really enjoy the time and not miss. You don't want to be one of those people that say in 20 years, "Oh, I wish we didn't miss all that time." So I think that's what you need to take with you. If you have any other questions, please put it up on the comment section. And I think I'm picking up that you're understanding everything I'm saying, and I think you're agreeing with it. And there's nothing like the right time after we hang up, whether you are in the same house or it's a phone call. Work it out. Work it out. Get rid of that toxic environment. So I hope that really resonates with you. Facebook user, hi friend. Facebook user, would you please put up your name, and if you have a question? Hi Angel, thanks for coming on. So Virginia, do you have any other questions? You're welcome, and good luck to you. I hope everything works out. Thank you, Angel. I appreciate that. Virginia, I hope everything works out, and I really feel that it's going to. I think your grandfather really hit home for you, and he's going to help you. And by the way, he is still there with you. I think he's going to be there for a while. So enjoy being with him. So we do have a few more. We do have a few more minutes left. If somebody else would like to come in with a question, Angel, you're not sure why it put it twice. No problem. Um, Alexa, hello. Is there anybody else that has a question? Virginia, so you're looking into a house purchase, and you're wondering if that's going to go through also. Well, I think it ties into the finance part of it. If you're whether it's you're out of work or your finances are a problem, I think getting a mortgage might be difficult. But now is the greatest time for the housing market. I'm not sure where you live, but with COVID, just all industries are suffering tremendously. So the housing market, it's a buyer's market right now. So you really might be able to get a great price on a house. So I think if you apply yourself and get onto those different real estate websites where you get alerts for exactly what you're looking for, I think it's going to happen for you. And I think sooner than later. So I think that's definitely something that you should pursue, because I definitely think that's going to happen quickly, because a lot of people are out of work and a lot of people are selling their homes right now. They can't afford a mortgage. So a lot of foreclosures as well. So you might be able to sneak in on a foreclosure. So look those up as well, because they really will help you. So I hope that answers your question. And Virginia, thank you for coming in, for doing a reading. And I hope I was able to help you. And good luck to you with your family, and get rid of that toxic environment. So everyone, we have a couple of more minutes left. If anybody wants to come in for one or two more quick questions, we can maybe sneak one or two in. If not, you'd like to come in the studio for next week's show, please go onto the website and fill out an application, and we'd love to bring you into the studio. Kat is putting up my website, actually my page on Facebook. It's Psychic Medium Reading and Mentoring. Please go to the page and join, and we'd love to have you in the group. The group is growing. We do mentoring, and we do readings. We have the best readers on the planet. All of our readings. You're welcome, Virginia, and good luck to you. Please join our group, Virginia, because we'd love to help you out a little bit more, if you need it. We have the best readers. Every one of them is talented from top to bottom. And that is my business page. I do paid one-on-one readings, private readings. I also do mentoring. I do group mentoring, and I also do one-on-one mentoring. I can do psychic readings, or I can do a full psychic mediumship reading. So check out my business page, and if you'd like to schedule that. Everyone's looking for a mentor now. So and a few of my students are online here with us tonight. So thank you for being here. And we have a great group, and the group itself is just amazing. There's great energy. Everyone interacts with everyone. So we'd love to have you join. Any last questions, or I think we're out of time? Hi, Kat.
Hi, great show.
Thank you.
Great show. And thanks everyone for watching Across the Veil. Now, I put the links up. If you don't want a public reading, you can contact Psychic John and get a private reading with those links. But thank you everyone tonight for watching, and we will see you next week. John, same time.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching a Guiding Raven Media production. Please like, share, and comment. We look forward to seeing you again soon.